Hey guys, it is Julie here with JT Wealth. In today's video, we are taking a look at a stock under $10 that has some pretty exciting potential upside. So let's get into it. All right, guys, welcome back and thank you so much for being here. Like I said, today we are discussing a stock that is priced under $10, but analysts think could have the potential to grow almost 400% over the next 12 months. Now, this is a biopharma company and it is a smaller market cap, so you need to always approach these types of stocks with caution. Although it is not a penny stock at its current price, it is still a risky investment that could be very volatile. As always with any investment, make sure that you understand your time frame and risk tolerance and do your own research and due diligence before making any investment decision. With that being said, the company that we are taking a look at today is Achieve Life Sciences. They trade under the ticker ACHV and are currently priced at $9.90 per share. So in today's video, we are going to take a look at what analysts are predicting for the Achieve Life Sciences stock, plus what it is that this company is working on. And just before we get into all of that, this is your friendly reminder that if you enjoy today's video, make sure you hit that thumbs up button and leave your thoughts in the comments down below. Also, don't forget to check out some of the links we have down in the description. This includes a link to TipRanks, which is one of my favorite resources for sourcing out new stocks. And their free plan is great, but if you're thinking about signing up for the premium or ultimate, make sure to use that link to let them know that I sent you. In fact, I used the TipRanks stock screener, which is available with their premium plan, to source out the stock that we are discussing today. Okay, so now let's chat about Achieve Life Sciences, starting out with some of those analyst forecasts. The ACHV stock is rated a strong buy with 3 recent analyst ratings. Now, the average price target is $48.33, which would be about a 387% potential upside over this next year. Taking a look at our detailed list of analyst forecasts, we can see that there is one very high outlier there with the price targets from Michael Higgins with a $100 price target, which would be over a 900% potential upside. So that is definitely moving our average a bit higher. If we look at the most recent ones though, we're between 21, 24, and we have a $30. So between 110 to 200%. So although not as high as Michael's 900%, 100 to 200, it's still a nice potential upside, especially when we have it coming from 4 and 5-star analysts. Now let's take a look at what Achieve Life Sciences does. Achieve Life Sciences is a specialty pharmaceutical company committed to advancing sitaciticline as a smoking cessation aid to address the global tobacco and nicotine addiction epidemic. Sitaciticline, also known as cytisine, is a plant-based alkaloid with a high binding affinity to the A4B2 nicotine receptor. And over the past 20 years, it is estimated that over 20 million people have used sitaciticline to help combat nicotine addiction. Achieve's focus is to address the global smoking health epidemic by making sitaciticline widely available. Now, smoking is a global public health epidemic that is responsible for the loss of over 7 million lives annually. And smoking is the #1 cause of preventable deaths worldwide. According to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, 70% of current smokers expressed desire to quit, 55% attempted to quit, and only 7% succeeded in quitting in the past year. Achieve Life Sciences is currently in phase 3 of their ORCA-2 study. And their study design incorporates prior FDA recommendations. Now, the pandemic did delay their study initiation, with the FDA-reviewed final protocol happening in September of 2020, and now phase 3 of the ORCA-2 study was initiated screening in October of 2020. There are more than 10,000 participants in sitaciticline clinical trials to date. They've completed 3 investigator-led phase 3 clinical trials in over 2,700 patients. Now, what's interesting is that this drug is already approved over in Europe for the treatment of smoking addiction and has been used for over 20 years under the name Tabex. So there are currently over 15 million cases in the database over in Europe with this drug. The benefits of sitaciticline is that it has a single and short course of treatment compared to alternative treatment options. It has favorable safety and efficacy from 3 prior phase 3 trials in over 2,700 patients and more than 20 million patients treated to date, and the ORCA-1 study reinforces historical efficacy and safety data. There are over 1 billion smokers worldwide, with more than 34 million here in the US, and the smoking cessation market is about $13 billion and growing. Now, this drug will compete with the most prescribed prescription, with this Chantix, who has sales of over $1 billion in just 2019. And there is new treatment options required, as there has been no new drug in this market for over 10 years. In the Aurora study, led by Dr. Natalie Walker at the University of Auckland, sitaciticline-treated subjects experienced significantly fewer side effects and were 55% more likely to quit smoking compared to those who received Chantix. Now, the study objective was for patients to remain smoke-free for 6 months following their quit date. And on top of being 55% more likely to quit smoking compared to Chantix, they're also half as likely to experience other side effects, specifically nausea and vivid dreams. The ORCA-2 Phase 3 trials is enrolling participants across the country and will be doing a placebo-controlled versus a double-blind, with the placebo versus 6 or 12-week treatments of the sitaciticline, and they'll be following up 6 months after to determine the efficiency. Now, with this ongoing pandemic, there has been influences on the smoking community, but they come from both sides of the coin. Some are saying that there could be decreased smoking based on the public message of harm, perception of increased risk, using this pandemic as a teachable moment, and a disruption of daily smoking cues, since people are smoking less socially and there's that home pressure not to smoke. On the other side of things, there could be increased smoking as people are dealing with stress between isolation, financial, and health concerns, difficulty getting cessation help, and the perception of protective effect of smoking, along with increased alcohol consumption. But of course, cigarette smoking is life-threatening, coronavirus or not. So hopefully in this next year, we see a lot of successful results from the Phase 3 trials that eventually get us that FDA approval here in the States. I think there are a lot of positives for this company, considering that the drug has been used over in Europe for over 20 years successfully. Keep in mind that these price targets are always looking out over the next 12 months, and these stocks aren't necessarily going to jump right away, but wait for one of those catalysts, such as an FDA approval, to really see that stock price move. As always, when making any investment decision, make sure you understand your risk tolerance and time frame, how much volatility you're willing to ride out, when you want to lock in profits, and when you want to cut losses. These videos are never a suggestion to buy or sell any specific stock and are just meant for information and entertainment purposes, so always ensure that you are doing your own research and due diligence. Now, you guys know I always love hearing from you, so make sure to leave your thoughts down below in the comments. What do you think about this company and the future potential of their stock price? If you made it all the way to the end of today's video, make sure you hit that thumbs up button and that you're subscribed to the channel as well. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have a fantastic day, and cheers.